What's up, guys? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Leroy.
I'm Lauren.
What?
Something's different.
Something different about you.
You not gonna say who you are?
Well, tell us who are you different?
I got married.
Ladies, he's taken. He's married. Oh, congratulations, man. I'm Michael. I said off to the side. That don't matter, man. You married. Congratulations, man.
Married,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I want you to tie that knot. I had to.
Yeah, I got married Thursday.
Yeah.
So, Katie, if you're watching this,
Yeah, shout out your betrothed.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was fun. We got married.
That's what he do.
We got married at a library.
That's sweet.
Our first date was at a bookstore.
Aw.
Our marriage was at a library.
Oh, that's nice.
We're straight nerds.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like.
And just because I know you guys are gonna point it out too, I did dye my beard.
Hey, man, it looked
Nobody
good.
was zoomed in on your face
It
like
looked
that.
good, man.
I mean, really.
The salt and pepper ain't
That's
that
what they
salt
call
and
that.
peppery.
Some people were like, I don't know his name, but the salt and pepper dude, and I want them to be like, is that? Because you know they don't miss nothing in the chat.
Hey,
The
man,
commenters
don't worry
miss
about
nothing.
them. You be happy in your wedding bliss.
David Cooper, I'm back, baby. Ha ha! That's one of our. He is a. You got some Lauren. There's some Lauren fans out there, and Mr. Cooper was like, good riddance.
Oh,
Let me go back and find that.
He was like, I'm glad.
Save it.
He was like, I'm glad to see Lauren is hosting this. My nemesis Leroy's gone.
oh, I did see that
Ever
comment.
since I came for Holly Berry,
I
he
did
was
see
like,
that
See,
comment.
that's what you don't come for Halle Berry, though. That's why you do not come for her.
Ooh, that was great. Wonderful.
But yeah, I'm back, guys. So what y'all been up to?
Well,
You're watching all these potential murders about to happen.
man, just anticipating
Everybody about
death.
to die in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
Anticipating
guys.
death, but nobody's.
Episode 2. So what'd you guys?
Season
think?
8, episode 2. This is what I wanted episode 1 to be.
Really?
In our previous review,
I watched it.
I was saying I thought it was anticlimactic. a little
Really?
bit.
See,
To me,
I
because it was just like, where I get it that you're moving the pieces and you're putting people in places where you want them. I just wanted more to happen, and I felt like what I wanted for episode 1 is what I got in episode 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like episode 1 to me gave me everything I needed.
Okay.
I needed it to show. I needed not necessarily a palate cleanser, but I needed to be reintroduced to these characters. I needed to get to know them again.
You need to
and
be
why.
reunited with them as
I
well.
did, and I remember you talked about the tracking in the episode was very. This episode mirrored episode 1 so much, to the point where everybody saw each other, how they walked into Winterfell. This time, before it was Robert Baratheon and Cersei walking in, and then Tyrion coming in, and all the Northerners looking at him. To me, I loved that episode because it was just enough to wet my whistle.
To me, episode 2 felt like a Dragon Ball Z episode.
It was
Like we were charging up.
So you
doing
got
a fight.
more filler anime
But you
episodes.
asked for a Dragon Ball Z episode. In the
I
last,
did.
you said
I
got what you wanted.
Michael said, so you want more Dragon Ball, and you said that's what I want. And then Michael was
Next
like,
time on Dragon Ball Z.
and then Michael was like, if I get more Game of Thrones, so you got what you wanted.
I did, and I was like, but there were some really good moments.
So how are we doing this? Are we doing this like scene by scene? What are we doing?
Let me ask you this.
I got my notes.
I'll ask you this.
Uh-huh.
We'll start with Michael. What was your favorite scene? Because to me, I put it in the on the community page. I asked 5. I listed 5 and asked them if there were more. So what was your favorite scene or moment in this episode?
Like the setup of them, everybody just kind of sitting around the fire telling stories, and then Tormund drinking that milk. Like, is the big lady back? Is the big woman here? He was great.
Tormund is your friend. You can't put on speakerphone.
Hello.
That is what I wanted from episode 8 with Luke drinking that blue milk. Like Tormund, that's how it should have been. I was just like, yeah, man, you saying some wild stuff, but you want it. He's just having a good time.
When Tormund yelled, he said, he's got blue eyes. He said, I've always got blue eyes.
Yeah,
he's the best.
Tormund was great. He told us the story about how he got the name.
Giant's Bane.
Yeah, Giant's Bane.
What was up with that
suckled at
stare?
the teat of a
What was up
woman.
with that death stare? He was just like,
But everybody was like, what kind of mess?
I mean, I guess at this point, I'm going
Wildly.
to tell any story I can.
Hello.
That was my favorite scene overall.
oh.
My favorite, well, I had two. Brienne, of course, becoming Sir
That
Brienne.
was nice.
Oh, man.
I thought that was just like, I almost shed a tear. I was trying to hold it back because that was a tough scene.
I
'Cause
did.
You did cry?
That's what's up, man.
Hey, man, because I thought Jamie was BSing,
Yeah.
and then when he said it and he did it, and I saw her face.
His
and
face too.
And I knew what it meant for her to be named a knight, for him to do that. And they're like that touched me.
Because she was like, I don't really want to be a knight. I don't need to be a knight. And Podrick's looking like, you
Podrick
literally
got the
been a
voice?
knight.
Podrick singing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Podrick
Oh.
got vocals. My second favorite, Arya.
Son.
She said, I know it's a weird situation
know
because
how I
I still
feel
think
about
she's
it.
like
I'm with you on that
super young,
We saw her grow
but
up.
it's
Like,
also
and I get
like
it.
it's the last night.
It was like Rudy getting it in.
I get it.
it's the last night of
It was
humanity.
it was
Like
real.
in real
Might
life,
as well.
in
We
real
have
life,
seen-
Maisie Williams is 22.
I know.
And by the lore of the show, she's probably 18 or 19. She's
Yeah.
of age. I get it, but it was just weird because you saw her grow up.
It was like watching Rudy get it in, and
Yeah.
I was like,
It happened
yo.
on her own terms because every other woman in Game of Thrones got raped.
I will say
They
this.
did.
So this
Here's
was
my
her
thing.
own.
I'll give you that.
My thing is, as a man, it just seemed weird. Granted, it was consensual from both parties. I get it.
And
but
she
it-
took charge.
She did, but it seemed weird because for 8 seasons, she's never shown any type of
Yeah.
sexual anything.
Yeah.
Well,
It almost seemed as if she was asexual, which would have been cool. It just seemed now all of a sudden she flipped a switch that she had never shown
This
any
is the thing.
sexual.
I wonder, and
at all.
again, it was one of those things where I wonder, did they write that for her, or did she demand that for herself? Because we have seen everybody else have their moment on camera, and as you grow up, you want to embrace who you are, and that might have been what she wanted for her character, because they've always said all of the characters or all the actors have a say or some type of input in how they're portrayed. And she's a fan favorite, so I'm quite sure they listened to her. I'm quite sure she wouldn't have done it if she didn't feel comfortable.
Well, I did
So-
read something that said she decided on how much she would show of herself.
Yeah.
So she said she was comfortable with what she.
Yeah.
She said that the writers came to her and said, "Hey, this is the scene we're thinking about." Or however, you decide how much of your body you want to show, and that's what she came up with. So that's cool.
So, like I said, my favorite was Brienne being a knight, but also my other favorite was Sam with Jorah.
Passing off the sword.
Yeah.
I really like that because Jorah, both of them have dealt with loss in their family and being considered less than by their family, their fathers, and each one of their fathers meant something. The fact because Sam being taught by Jorah's father, Jorah being cast out, and that whole coming to, especially after what Sam found out.
Yeah.
You know, like you were there when they burned, like you worked for the woman who burned my family. To me, I really like that was a touching moment, and there were so many of those little moments that were just, like Mormont when she was like, "I will
Lady
fight."
Mormont?
Yeah. Oh, I love that little girl.
She's a little badass.
I'm gonna tell you right
she's
now,
badass.
my
I like
little
her.
girl gonna be named Mormont. I'm just let y'all know. It's gonna be a little light skinned girl running around named Mormont.
No.
Y'all gonna be like, why is Mormont
I
running
like
around?
the girl who had like the scarred
Yeah,
girl.
she
I like
Yeah.
her.
reminded
And I
me.
like
That
that.
soup.
Yeah.
She wanted to fight too. They're like, well, you can
And
be charging
Gilly
people here.
Protect the crypt.
The crypt.
Yeah.
Anybody worried that them people from the crypt gonna come back?
That's a fan theory. That-
Oh, you talking about the dead?
yeah,
Yeah.
because they're going into the crypt, and that's where a lot of dead bodies are.
So the Night King will be like, and just bring them back.
So
it could happen.
That's a big fan theory that people are like, who's going to be in the crypt? Because this is a possibility. 'Cause
Where
there's a
is-
Would
giant
everybody's
hole.
bodies make it back to the crypt? Or just like all the Stark lineage?
What I'm saying-
Where is
all-
Caitlyn Stark's body?
All of those.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's still at the.
All of
Is
those,
she back in the crypt?
We
I
don't
don't
Please
know
let
if she's
us
back
know.
in the crypt.
No,
Go ahead.
body was at the Red Wedding.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but is
Water
her
free.
so her body was never taken back to
What I'm
the...
saying is we don't know
Frey.
because we don't know where her body.
Joe, you want to get in on this?
No, me, I'm a GOT fan, baby.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Bring in your sample. Don't step on nothing and fall
Yeah.
over because we will
We-
mean that.
We don't.
But,
we don't own none of this.
Yeah.
So now we're being joined by Weekend Sports Director Joe Cook,
Yeah.
also a Game of Thrones fan.
Promotion
Promotion. You get promotion.
I like that.
That's what I do
Weekend
here.
sports,
Yeah.
baby.
You know.
I like that.
What was your favorite moment from season 8, episode 2?
Probably the Probably the obvious one, Brienne getting knighted.
Yeah.
That was clear. Like the emotion, her character development. You know, that's what she always
Yeah.
wanted. And her face, that smile. Like you ain't seen her smile since.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And
With
that little
season
tear
two.
when she
Yeah, the
Yo.
little thug tear.
That's who
That was a
everybody
thug
wants to
tear.
bone.
who?
Is Jamie and Brienne.
Nah,
No,
we
I
ain't
want-
trying to see
I
that.
don't really
We
want.
ain't
I
trying
don't
to see
want
that.
Jamie and
I
Brienne
want
to get together.
Tormund to get his girl.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
She don't.
I'm Team
She don't
Tormund.
want him. She wants
Hey,
Jamie.
I'm
Shooting
Team
them shots.
Tormund.
Shooting them
She,
shots.
I get it, but she wants
I'm
Jamie.
Team
But
Tormund.
Jamie is like, I feel like Jamie has put her all the way in the friend zone.
I
But
don't.
he's-
I don't think Jamie's put in a friend zone. I think Jamie feels like I'm not good enough to be with you.
That could be it too.
Because this is the thing. Jamie realizes. The one thing I will say, another favorite moment that I liked was when Jamie was kind of staying on trial for. He did not apologize. He was like, "Look, we were at war."
I did what
Kept
I
it
did.
100.
He
Kept
did
it
what I
I
100.
said what I said.
I respect him for that. I respect him.
He was like, "Look, I'm not apologizing. Your dad was killing people. I had to do what I had to do." And then the one thing he did go back and when he talked to Bran, and he was like, "Yo, homie, why you ain't say nothing?" He was like, "We need all the help we can get." And he's like, "I'm not even mad at you because I couldn't. You wouldn't have
Exactly. You're
changed.
the reason.
You're the like."
I'm the three-eyed raven now.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's
And
little-
Jamie
that's
was
little
like,
stuff. That's
Jamie
little
was
stuff.
like, "Yo, for real? Like I've killed people for less than this." And Jamie's character has evolved to the point where he's really willing. Because remember, he came by himself. He knew what could have happened.
Stay right there, Leroy.
All right,
You trying to reform the shot?
yeah,
Yeah, just
Oh,
make
that's
sure
cute.
everybody in there.
we
That's
all
nice.
want to be in it. But yeah,
Appreciate it.
like that was my favorite. That was a good moment because you
Yeah.
saw that growth, and that's why I think with Jamie, I think he thinks he's not good enough to be with Brienne.
He's not.
I mean,
Okay, well, there
She's
we
the
go.
most
I'm not gonna
knightliest
disagree with
person
you.
in the
I don't
whole
need
series.
him messing around. Like the only person no. It's seriously like,
But he's
Oh, he's done with Cersei.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But this thing, she ain't done with him.
Hello.
Right, exactly. Exactly. She be like, "Oh, you
Hey.
did what? Oh, why?
You
Why?"
see, she
And I like that we didn't see her this
sent
episode.
She put hitters in the
crossbow
street.
to Braun. No, Bran.
Braun.
Braun.
Yeah.
He's not gonna kill them.
He's not.
I
He's
don't
gonna
think
take that
so.
money and go.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think he's gonna kill
He
them.
Hey,
gonna tell
man.
Tyrion like, "Yo, pay me double is what you always say. Someone pay me something, you can double it.
Hey,
so
man,
double. So I
I'm
won't
gonna
have
put
to
it
do
like
this."
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it'll be heartbroken if Jamie makes it through all of this and Braun has to kill him. Because you know Game. This is the thing. We know this episode. That's why I said these 2 episodes were great. Because they're gonna break your heart.
Yeah, no, Brienne's gonna die. I mean, you saw her right there
Oh,
in the front.
hey,
Everybody's gonna die.
No, but
no,
I don't want her to. But that shot, like of them setting up the next episode, and she's right there in the front.
You don't know that? Jon Snow
they-
made it the last time.
They all
when
died.
they
Look,
did that.
They all
Spoiler
gone.
alert, they all gonna die.
gone.
That's
They
my
gave
prediction.
her her
At the end
flowers
of the
before she
episode, at the
died.
last episode, I think everybody dies.
This
So
is
what, the
the
Night
thing.
King's left for you?
Everybody's dead.
Like, well, I have a crazy theory because, like, if you see the map of Game of Thrones, there's like a whole nother like part to the right, and where they are, they're like on an island. So my theory is, cause look,
Ain't that
HBO likes money, right? They
Where the
got the
beach is?
prequels. I think they may leave the ending open-ended enough to where, like,
they better
to where maybe years later you can kind of pick up where they left off because
You saying,
because Westeros
Missandei's
has
family?
water and they don't have any ships, so it's like
So what you're
they could
saying,
be at the edge and that's it. But I'm like, you got a whole nother world they could
So what you're
explore
saying is-
down the line.
they leave it open-ended. Like in other words, certain people died. You don't know who made it, and then we could come back a generation later
Right.
and see like the grandkids of these people or these.
Maybe
people.
so, or something like that. Or maybe we're introduced to like a whole new group of characters who don't know what happened in Westeros. So maybe they received word kind of the beginning of season 1. People are like, oh, the White Walkers are back. But like, man, whatever. And then by the end, they were real. So like maybe they get the ships and they get on them ships and just float to the next island or something. And just
I need some finality. That's what I need.
Yeah, but
I need to
HBO
be-
wants money. Like,
I
come
will
on,
say-
But
now.
they can get that from the prequels. I don't need
I
no
will
more.
say this.
of
What do you guys? What do
personally.
you guys think
Okay.
of one scene that I think? Because I watched you guys do the review. Joe, you didn't watch it, but let me ask you.
No,
Because I want you to get in on this. You guys talked about Daenerys being, her and Sansa being at odds, and these are good. This lets you know you have good writers and good showrunners. You talked about them being at odds in that prickly relationship. What did you think? Now in the second episode,
Oh, that they talk? Thank
that they
God.
talk. That's what I'm saying.
Clear
It's
the
so
air.
fake.
Clear the air.
But
Daenerys
this-
is still fake.
But this is the thing.
I
This-
love Dany. I love Dany.
She's
not.
But she's
not.
fake. That was a with the hand touch and everything. That was some.
You really
You
think so?
don't think that was
Classic.
genuine?
No,
I don't think it was
thought they
interesting.
were look. She thought they got somewhere, and Sansa like, if we make it through, what's up with the
What
North?
about
And she
the
like,
North?
well, I need all the kingdoms, bruh. So,
So
I ain't
and
look- I ain't-
that seeing how quickly that moved apart lets me know that wasn't
But this is the thing.
really genuine. That was
What I
what
took
she had
it
to
as,
do.
what I took it as was, they were both being heartfelt,
Mm-hmm.
and Daenerys is like, yo, I love your brother, which seemed like that came out of nowhere, but that's another story. Like they've been together for an episode, but whatever. I love your brother. I don't feel like that was earned, but that's fine.
She
Again,
went all the way
I-
to save him from the night. You don't do
I-
that for somebody
I think-
you kind
I
of
think-
like.
No, I agree.
I
What I'm
think
saying is, I felt like that love, like there was the journey to get to that wasn't earned.
I see. I disagree. I'm with you.
I
I'm
see
with
what you're
you.
saying, yeah.
I'm with you that I think it was genuine, and there's a reason why I ask is you guys talked about whether or not they're setting up Daenerys to be a tyrant like her dad, and that was, to me, that was a heartfelt moment that showed her being a good ruler to say, I can come and make peace. Because if you noticed when Sansa stood up, everybody stood up. They didn't stand up when Daenerys stood up.
People love Sansa.
And they
Hello.
and the
Yeah.
thing is, so
Right.
she's smart now. She knew, I need Sansa to be queen. I'm never gonna get, if I can't get the backing of these people. I think it was genuine. I think it's genuine that she loves him, because I think she would not have gone through all of this. And she said that. She said, who's the master manipulator? I wanted to run all of y'all,
Fact.
and he stopped me. She lost a dragon for him.
She did.
Come on now.
She loved. She loved.
does.
But like it was
She-
quick. It was a
there's
quick
still-
love.
And this-
Right.
It
and
was
this-
quick.
There's still a wall though.
There is a wall, because Sansa has all. She said, we will never bow to anybody else.
Yeah.
That's why they made
She's the
Jon
little
King
finger,
of the North.
man. She's the
And-
little finger.
No, she's not.
No, she
I
takes
don't know if
everything that
Littlefinger.
Littlefinger
No.
taught her. She remember she
You know-
said you have to plan up for the
She-
worst
no.
in everybody. So
She-
she's planning for everything.
So you're saying
if we
she's
make
like-
it out, I still want the North. Like I don't know, you want to do
I
seven
don't think
kingdoms,
she's
but nah,
Littlefinger.
bro.
I think she's taking the place that her mom was.
Yeah.
Her mom
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
yeah,
lady
yeah,
of the
yeah.
North.
Catelyn was like,
Caitlyn Stark was
really?
that lady of the North who
Well,
was
not
like.
Littlefinger, but all the
She-
lessons he taught.
But this is the
Yeah.
thing.
big finger.
She, but you gotta remember, you're right. She took lessons from what was it, Cersei and Littlefinger,
Yeah.
because she asked Tyrion when they met again.
How could you be so stupid, bro?
Yep.
really trusted
Yep.
your sister.
You dumb.
I'm
You
hoping
really
like there's gonna
dumb.
be like an 11th hour. Tyrion's like, I had all y'all fooled, because these past
Yeah,
episodes he has been
he's
playing the
looking real.
fool,
But you
and
got-
he's always been ahead of everybody.
But this is the thing. I like that, because that's showing
He's vulnerable.
he's not only vulnerable. That's what happens. Sometimes you always on top, and then you come crashing down, man.
I think
and,
his judgment is clouded because he likes Danny too.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
and
Don't let the white hair
He
fool
just-
you.
this is the thing.
She can kill you.
Back to my best quote from Black Panther. It is hard for a good man to be king. And Tyrion is a good man. And what did Danny say? I loved him because he could be ruthless when he needed to. And he has not been that ruthless SOB like he has been in the past, because he cares. Because that moment when him and Jaime had that conversation, I was a whoremonger and you were in the Gold's Lion. We're not the same people.
I feel like he still probably loves Shay.
Oh, yeah.
He's still feeling for Shay.
Hey, man, when your girl break your heart.
yeah.
Hey, man, when your girl break your heart, man. And then she slept with his dad.
I think he over that.
You think
Nah,
so? I don't think so.
I don't think, yeah.
I feel like because he hasn't been with anybody since Shay.
He had a chance to. He was trying to get Danny in the season 6, and John was in the J. He was like, dang.
I didn't
He
look
was
at that as he was
true.
trying to be with Danny. I didn't,
wasn't.
I didn't feel like he was trying to be with Danny.
If John wasn't there, he would have knocked on that door.
Shoot,
Be like,
Jorah
"What's
would have
up?"
stopped that.
Yeah, Jordan been like,
Yeah.
bruh.
Jorah's another one.
Jorah,
Well,
would-
I think
Jorah
Jorah is in love with Danny, but I don't feel like
clearly.
I don't
Jorah
feel
would
like
have
Tyrion.
punted Tyrion so quick. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
It
But
was good.
let me ask you this. There's a rumor out there right now, and there's a theory.
What you about to say?
I'm about to ask you guys this, and then we get your opinion. That the Night King is not the three-eyed raven. The Night King is
I don't
actually
want to hear.
a Targaryen. Because the sigil of the Night King
Oh yeah, because they kind of have the
looks
same
like
kind
a
of.
dragon.
Yeah.
And that the Night King could ride Viserion.
Right.
So-
but again, he made Viserion.
I
Like
mean, he made him. He a dead dragon.
True.
man.
Right.
Right.
He's under his control.
But the
so-
thing is, only 3 people have ridden a dragon in this entire show. 2 of them.
Night King don't count though.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't
hey,
believe that theory.
Because this is
It
the
could
thing. The question.
Nah.
Because this is the question. who is the Night King? In other words, we've all seen. It took us 5 seasons to figure out. Littlefinger set all of this up.
That's true.
We
we knew that from the beginning.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Not everything. Like
We did
John
not-
Aaron, that whole.
Yeah, but we
SSS,
knew
the
that
fact he put the
Littlefinger was
sisters
playing
against-
people from season 1.
But we
Yeah.
didn't.
but not the scale.
We didn't
Like,
know.
he was like-
it wasn't until when Littlefinger pushed that lady. Really?
Lady Aaron.
Yeah,
I
when
forgot
he
her
pushed her,
Sansa,
and he was like, "I killed
Kind of
John
our
Aaron."
sister.
Yeah.
He set all of it. It took us 5 seasons to figure that out.
played the
So
long game.
I don't, pretty much, and so we don't know what else they've set up. I know we
Do we understand really? Do we fully understand Bran's connection to the Night King? I know that he marked him
I
and
don't
that
wanna,
he
that's the
knows
thing. I
where
kind of
he
want to go with that
is.
Jake blind. So I'm like, I don't know.
I know people are saying he's a Night King. I don't think he's a Night King.
I don't think he's a Night
That'd be
King. I
too
think
much.
that they are connected, but does Bran also know where he is at all times? Because I know
Yeah.
that the Night King knows where
Yeah.
Bran is at all times.
He got them
because
ravens.
Bran knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because we've seen, like, I mean, I'm not
No,
trying
he
to be
doesn't
funny.
know
We've
what.
seen-
He can't see the future. He
He-
can just dial everything from
Is
the
he-
past
is
to the
he-
present. Like he's like a DVR. Like
Is he like
anything that
present
happened,
in all
I can
times? Is
rewind
that what
back.
he is?
I
He's-
want to say he's
ever,
more like
ever present or
Something like that?
omnipresent. I
Omnipresent.
want to say that he knows more than he's telling, and I
can see
and
that.
that is
I can see
dangerous
that.
because it's like the Doctor Strange thing.
Oh,
14 million outcomes, only one of them puts us.
right.
So this has to happen. So
You gonna have to tell John who he is. You gonna have to just go
Yep.
over here. Let me be in
See what I'm saying?
in
Like
a tree.
he had to let Jamie, because think about it. If he'd have told them who Jamie really was,
Yep.
oh,
Right, because they would have killed James.
they would have
Yeah.
killed. Not only would they have killed
Immediately.
Jamie, they'd have killed Tyrion, and
Yeah.
then Danny would have had to like. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
You
whole
need 'em.
alliance
You
would
need
have fallen apart.
They need them bodies.
One thing that this show did that every show does, just take 2 seconds and explain yourself fully. Because it's a trope in every show where a big reveal gets brought up and then something happens and you have to go to something else. It's like,
John and
it wouldn't have
Daenerys.
taken 2 seconds for John to be like, I'm the rightful person. I don't want it though. I'm good.
Yeah, that
Yeah, 'cause
was.
they did.
That could have been a quick 2
They
seconds
did
to be
end
like,
with Danny
let's
like,
talk for a second.
so-
She was quick to be like, so I'm still trying to rule,
Just
and
take
you
a
just
quick
kind
2
of
seconds to
took
say
my
something.
spot. Like she didn't even like, it wasn't no real shock.
that
She was
would
just
make
like,
you
but you
the
took the word
best
from your
male
best
heir.
friend and your brother. And he was
Right,
like,
and that's real. Like,
yeah,
okay,
I'm like,
you
yeah,
tell
why
me
wouldn't
that
I?
I'm supposed to believe your best friend and your brother
Because
who's
this the thing.
weird.
Because this the thing.
I'm like, yeah.
Weird.
And again, going back to what
I
you
got
just
the same
said,
face.
like you said, she's been wanting this for her entire.
And you gonna jump in just
At the
learning
last
2 minutes
second,
later,
look,
bro?
At the last second.
Nah.
And
Where's
so-
the Killmonger?
Nah.
Hey, auntie.
And this is the thing.
You gonna have to go, John.
And this the question.
Oh, man.
Is she willing to, if he wanted it, could she say no? Could she say,
She couldn't.
That's
She
what-
I don't
could. She
think she
couldn't.
could.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think
It's
she
She
gonna
can
could.
say no, but she has no say.
It's
But
gonna
you know
end
what
up
I'm
being
saying?
a situation like The Lion King, where she's
Mufasa.
helping John out from his impending doom.
But this is my-
and let's go.
But this is my, is she, but do you believe she is that ruthless?
She
But
shows.
that's-
She
that's
shows.
what
She
I'm
shows
saying.
she can be.
That's
I feel like
Yeah.
the writers are kind of setting it up to make you. That's the question.
That's
you're
what,
asking.
so I'm
Yeah.
asking. That's the question, because we've seen her, I'm here to break the wheel, but she's literally been,
The same.
I
she's
think
been-
John's going to
she's
get a better
been
def.
genuine.
I think
she's
John's
been
gonna
a
get
she's
better
been a
def than
good person. That's why Jorah and Tyrion want her to be with John, because he feels that they are two just people.
that.
My question is, can she give up the throne? The one thing she's been after.
No.
No, there's not. My
No,
theory,
okay,
there ain't gonna be
okay.
no throne to be claiming. Like everybody gonna die. I think John's gonna get an honorable death.
I will
though,
say this.
in the
So,
battlefield. Him and the Night King go at it for a little bit, and then it's gonna be like, damn. But he gonna die. They're gonna give him a good.
Did you guys? So you talked about Podrick singing.
Mhm.
Did you listen to the Florence?
The lyric stuff.
No, the Florence song at the end.
It was the same song.
Yeah.
It is. But did you go back and watch the video HBO put up after the episode?
Yes.
How did you feel about
Explained
that?
it?
No, it's like a 3-minute song in a video
Oh.
with the lyrics of the song.
Oh wait, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
just
I saw like
behind
a behind
the
the
Yeah,
No,
I heard
so-
there's a lot of
Like a
parallels.
dragon breath.
I heard some
Yeah.
of it.
Go back and watch. So that song, it's Jenny of the Old Stones. They basically made a music video of the entire show with the lyrics of that song,
Okay.
with scenes from the show.
Okay.
And when you watch it, you realize the women are the most powerful people in this show.
Oh, obviously.
And when you go back, like,
You
go back and
realize-
watch that. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
I mean, I knew that before.
Being new.
I'm gonna say, Game of Thrones gets the award for best TV soundtrack of all time.
All time.
All time.
Hold on, fam. I don't know about all time.
I'm kind of taken aback because I wasn't ready for you to bring out a trophy out of your
Hello.
pocket. So
I mean,
Steven
look,
Universe got the
listen,
best
listen,
soundtrack
listen,
of all
that took
time.
me out of
Let me
nowhere, but that's
I
fine.
get-
Name another song better that comes in when when an episode ends or Reigns of Castamere.
So y'all never watched Steven Universe, huh?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Steven
Fresh
Universe.
Prince of Bel-Air, like what?
Nope.
That's
Reigns
the
of
most.
Castamere, son.
That song's like the most popular thing. You can sing it right now. It's instant recognition.
The National Reigns of Castamere at the
I don't
end of
even know what that
the-
is.
You know what it is.
I
You
don't
play
think we
Fresh
did-
Prince, that's automatic.
No,
That's,
son. Nope.
he said TV of all time. All these
all
TV shows.
time. I'm-
MASH has a recognizable song.
He said MASH.
Like
He
that's
said
a lot of
soundtrack,
shows.
not theme song.
Ain't the same thing.
Nope.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not.
So the theme song ain't gonna be on the soundtrack though. Oh, why?
You don't remember this? You don't remember this when Tyrion killed his dad?
Yeah,
You don't remember this?
Yeah, I do now. But
I'm
I'm
just
just saying. You talking
You
about
don't
all
remember the
time
Lannister?
of all
The
shows?
Lannister theme song?
Of all shows,
I'm
though.
talking soundtrack,
right.
8 seasons. Game of Thrones has the best soundtrack.
I'm gonna have to, y'all tell us because
all
like y'all,
time.
I don't know. That's a bold statement.
The
All
sound, hold on,
time?
the sound of Game of Thrones when that thing comes on. How
Yeah,
hype
yeah.
I mean, you get
the
hyped.
theme
You
song-
get
the
hyped
theme
for the
song-
theme
That's what I'm
song.
saying, but
The
that's
theme
part of the
song's great.
soundtrack. Every song at the end
But
of
when you
it.
said it, it wasn't though.
What?
When you said the theme song was part of the soundtrack.
No, that's what y'all tried to say.
No,
y'all
no.
tried to say
I
my
said
Fresh Prince
it's
changed.
not a
The theme
theme
song
song,
is on the
it's a
soundtrack.
The theme song's on the soundtrack, but
That's
it's
what
not,
I mean.
But what I'm saying is, it isn't the only thing.
Right, I got you. I'm
Son.
just saying, like all the all the
I feel like this is going off the
It
rails.
is going off the rails.
I'm just saying.
We've done one of these.
Where are we
Name
going
another
now?
show at the end of every episode you watch to the end.
I thought we were
and
talking
just
about one
listen
episode.
to the listen to the music. Like that right to me sealed it.
New York Undercover had a banging soundtrack.
Glee. Did you say
Come
New
on,
York Undercover?
New York Undercover, dog, come on,
know
like,
what?
that's a classic
Empire?
show.
You know what?
Empire.
You know what?
Luke Cage season 1. I have the
Luke
soundtrack.
Cage?
Luke Cage season
New
1. I
York
have the
Undercover's in
soundtrack.
the running. New York Undercover's. I'll give you that one. I give you that.
Luke
That
Cage
is a
season
strong
1.
battle.
Raphael
At the
Sadiq.
end when they was at the jazz club.
Yes,
all the time.
Raphael Sadiq.
I give
Come
you
on
that.
now.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
But he
I was like all
Steven
time. Like it's in
Universe,
top 5, but you know.
Hey, guess
Steven
what?
Universe. Steven Universe.
Ha! I'm back. That's what I do. That's what I do for y'all.
Causing-
David, I told you I was coming back, baby.
Causing confusion, disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace.
Are we done?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know where we are
I had to throw that
anymore.
out there.
It was a great
Episode 3
episode.
gonna be crazy.
Yeah. People gonna
Be
be-
ready for like war. I was in all the episodes after this is gonna be like an hour 20.
Each
Oh.
episode builds. Each
Yeah.
because this was it was an hour and 8 minutes,
Yeah.
and each one is going to be longer and longer. So
Woo!
I put it up there.
Mike, you good?
So our next,
I'm just trying to get my thoughts about what just happened for the
you
past
weren't ready
5
for that,
minutes.
were you? Oh, I was saving that one. I was ready. I didn't watch the listen.
This though.
Hey, yeah,
He said the truth.
Florence and the Machine, banging. Love her. Love that group. Killing the game. Oh, Lumineers, Nightshade. Listen to that. Check that out. Son,
Right. Okay.
What are we doing?
we're talking about
Game of Thrones.
songs in the soundtrack, son. That was in the episode.
Obviously, you guys aren't fans like Leroy.
Clearly we're only surface watchers. We don't.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. I recognize
Game of Thrones
greatness.
has a good soundtrack. What do you think is going to be the leading song for episode 3?
I
don't know.
The theme song by Raymond
They literally
Delaney.
made that up. They made up the melody.
Hey,
I mean,
you know
the
the
song
Weeknd
was
has a
in
song
their book,
on
but-
Game of Thrones soundtrack too.
Who?
I'm not joking.
The Weeknd?
Yeah, The Weeknd.
Michael's gone.
I think he does.
Y'all can like and subscribe. Facebook,
Tell 'em where to
Instagram,
find
Twitter.
You hating on The
YouTube.
Weeknd? You not feeling
Just
The Weeknd,
like and
son?
subscribe.
The Weeknd.
That's
son.
all we got today.
Hey, Florence and the Machine,
Have a
Lumineers,
good one.
Nightshade. We out. I'm back, baby.
Alright, start.